Hey guys, how's it going? I'm gonna show you what happened last night. So we came to this little town. It's probably about 35 minutes from my hometown, I want to say. And I had the Blazer, and we left. We were we were back here yesterday with the wife and the kids in one of the houses back there. So and we left early. Didn't drink too much or anything, so wasn't really in the mood of drinking. I ate a lot. I ate like a pig. So. And then we left, and I'm gonna show you where my truck broke down. This one broke down last night, and I had the whole family with. And this fool, he was driving. He took the Ranger, and he was driving that one, but he left early. See that fits right here. What? And he left early, so he left like 20 minutes before I did, and then I broke down in the middle of the way, so I was like, shit. So everything that I'm gonna show you guys right here, that's how much me and the wife walked last night, so that we could get a ride, because we don't get signal here in the phones, which that freaking sucks. Right now, I did stop at the gas station here because I have some beers down there, because I'm gonna bring them to some of my buddies that were drinking last night and they have a hangover. So I don't really have a hangover, because I didn't really drink yesterday. I only had like 2 beers. So, and I went to bed early. They didn't even wait for midnight. So happy New Year's to everybody. And so all this right here we walked last night with a wife. It was like around 11. Ay, acá está mi amor. So I had to stop and say hi to my friend over there. Salud! And so I had to stop and say hi to him. Yeah, but this is all we walked last night. So basically, we went all the way. You'll see. And then I'm gonna speed it up a little more. That way you guys don't get bored. But this is a Blazer, so he jumps a lot. Mamajeno, he can't even speak Spanish. He's deaf, so he can't really hear or talk. He's got the little thing on his ear, but he's always around with me. And a lot of people don't understand what he says, but I understand everything he tells me. So he's saying that he can hear a little bit with that. So yeah, so he met. Oh, he's saying that he only has one, that he needs the other one, so probably telling me that I should buy him the other one, which I'll probably do later on. I gotta see how much they are, and I'll get him the other one. So we walked all this right here with my wife last night, but we were coming back, like my truck broke down over here, and we had to, because there is no signal, so we had to walk. And I was full, like I ate a lot. I couldn't even finish my beer, that's how much I ate. And then this is like a little steep hill here, and you'll see a truck that it's down here. They crashed like 3 days before I got here into Mexico, and that's people that come and they pick up the limes, they harvest the lime or whatever however you say it. And like 2 or 3 people died in this accident. It was like 2 or 3 days before I got here. So there was like another tractor in the front, and the truck bumped into the tractor, and a kid was driving the tractor, but the kid is fine. So this is a truck right here, look. That was full of lime, and there was a lot of people there. I think it hit up here somewhere, like that's where it hit, up here in those rocks. And then look at the truck. So like 2 or 3 people died there in that accident. And that tractor ended up down there somewhere, but they already pulled it out. That kid was fine, the one that was driving the tractor. And so broke down. I'm gonna show you guys where he broke down. But I actually put the truck in neutral and brought it back here. I know this video is gonna be really noisy because it's very bumpy here. So this is where I left the truck, like right here. Right here, but I had to back it up from all the way up here. Let's see if it's gonna make it this time. If it breaks down again, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm very pissed. So all of this, I backed the truck up last night. You know, just put it in a neutral and let it go back. This is where he broke down last night. Right here, he shot off with me. He didn't want to make it, so I'm like, shit. So I left it down there. I left it by the river, and he was either like walk back up here. I'm gonna show you guys where he gets signal. So it was either like, hey, like walk back up here, or like go back to my brother's family's house back there. So I decided to go to their house. I'm like, what about if I walk all the way up here and there's no, oh shit, there's no freaking signal. So yeah, roads are very bumpy here, guys. Ooh! My wife was pissed. She's like, my back hurts. The sun is bright, amigos. The sun is mucho bright. Almost there. We're almost there, guys. This is like, this was gonna be a walk, and it's just uphill the whole way. So I was like, no, screw that. I ain't gonna walk my fat ass up there. Hell nah. So I was like, let's just go back. The other hill was a little smaller, way smaller than this one. And there's some broken chairs here where it gets signal because people come up here to send messages. Like, you know, if they gotta talk to somebody, that's where they come to get signal. They come here to get signal on their phones. Right there, you guys see those chairs right there? This is where we get signal on the phones. So I was like, either walk here or walk back, which I think I made the right decision last night. I walked back there with our wife, and as soon as we hit the truck there where the accident was, my wife, she grabs my hand and she's like, oh, come this way, don't step in their blood. I'm like, there's no blood. I'm like, she's like, well, they died here. I'm like, yeah. So she was all scared about it. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm like, you know, we'll be fine. Let's just walk. And the kids stay here in the truck with my mom. So we had Ruby, Cylon, Iker, my mom. They were here in the truck, and my mom was like, no, don't back up right now. Don't back up, because my heart, you know, she's like, I have a bad heart and you're scaring me. I'm like, Mom, just chill out. I'm like, you ain't got no bad heart because you're always drinking. So if you had a bad heart, you wouldn't be drinking. So I'm like, chill out. So she's like, no. As soon as I stopped the truck, she jumped down and wouldn't get back on the truck. So I went all the way back to where I left the truck, went home, or went back to my brother's house, picked up his truck, drove back to my hometown, dropped off the kids there, came back, but I had a little bit of gas in a bottle, so, you know, dumped some gas on it, on the carburetor, fired right up, drove it home. This morning, put a little bit of gas, fired right up, been driving it all morning long again. So, yeah, that's pretty much, you know, like, I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. Seems to run fine. But I'll let you guys be, because I gotta bring those beers to my friends, I'm gonna show you where I'm going. I'll show you guys. You'll probably want to see a part of Mexico. This is where I'm most of the time, so. That's called a cow in Mexico. I don't know what you call that, a cow. I don't know what you call that in English. Un calvation. No, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you guys. Ay, ay, ay. It freaking truck jumps a lot. Aha. One thing that you guys are gonna learn about me is that I'm very rough on my cars. Really rough, but I do take care of them. Like, you know, if something breaks, I do fix them right away. But like, I'm very rough on them. That's a beautiful view. Look. Diles hi. Hey, diles hi. 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 How are you? How are you? I'm good. He can't even speak Spanish, and I'm teaching him English. Such a fucking good friend, I tell you guys. So I'm gonna go up here because these guys are milking cows, but they're hangover, so like they want a beer, and I'm like, all right, I'll go get a beer. The guy that owns all of this, he's a really good buddy of mine, so he doesn't drink, but his employees do. So he's like, yeah, bring them a beer. They're hangover, they need a beer, and that's the remedy here in Mexico, you know. Like, if you're hangover, you gotta drink a little bit more in order to like cure yourself. Thank you, señorita. You're so very nice to me. They're all done milking the cows. Oh no, they're still milking some. All right, I'll let you guys be, because I don't know if these people will like to be in videos or not, so I gotta be nice. The truth, amor. Ahora pues. Diles bye. Bye.
Wow.
See you later. See you later. See. See? See? You
No.
later. Ahora pues.